Okay, I'm sitting on my couch. I just got a message. Jenny, will you show us how you're optimizing your ads? Let's dive in. Let's do that. This is Amazon KDP book ads. Okay, essentially, how I optimize is every day I go and I look at the night before. And so right now with Q4 stirring up, I'm spending almost $50 a day. That is about $3,000 a month. Yesterday, we were able to sell $241 in books, and our cost per click is around 38 cents. So this has gone up about 10 cents across the board. Now, something that might make me different than other self-publishers that run ads is I focus on a more aggressive strategy. And you can see that in my budget column. Do you see this here? I typically will always price my budget higher. And I've had this conversation with my husband because he's a mathematician. Because he's like, aren't you going to run out of ad spend? But my click is so low that I typically don't run out of ad spend. I've never run out of ad spend in 3 years that I've been doing this actual strategy. So I call this high budget, low bid. It's just the high-low method. And something that's interesting about this method is I've never tried to actually hit my budget amount daily, okay? Because you can see this first one, I'm scaling up, it's 765. Next one 600, next one 1600, next one 1700. There are some in here that have been on for like July 7th. Let me see if I can show you the date. 2025. There's a lot on here for 2025. And I don't ever put an end date on them. Okay, so let's dive a little bit deeper into this. There is a new feature that has rolled out with ads, and you can actually filter by active status. This one, let's see, active status, all that are active. So this typically can help you if you have tried to scale a lot of different campaigns. Okay. So what I do when I'm optimizing is I come in here and I want to look at actual actual data. So you can, I have this newer campaign. I'm actually trying to put 52 books in at one time. Okay. For Christmas. I've never really done a lottery campaign for Christmas. I usually scale multiple books. So this is, you can see here, this is 9 days old. So let's actually go into this one to optimize it. Okay, so this is literally 52 books. This is about the amount of books I created over the past year that was not really low content. And I did some automation with it. And most of these I tried to think about, could these be Christmas presents? Okay. So let me show you. This campaign is only like a week old. And so I want to look at not just yesterday, but the lifetime. We'll just do this month. Okay. So I have spent 47 cents and I've sold $20 in books, and my ACoS is very, very low. Now, one of the reasons that I was able to make this ACoS really low is because I did all of these 52 books have reverse engineering into them. So you might be asking, like, what is reverse engineering? I am spending so much time on customer search terms and market research that I know there is some type of demand for these because either I'm competing against other books or I am creating what I call fusion. If you've heard me talk about this in previous videos, it's when you take two things that are working and you put them together. So I told you about I went to Peru and had Szechuan key lime chicken, like Peruvian food with Chinese food, out of this world. Okay. You see this a lot on KDP with like joke books that are just about sports, right? So that's like taking two things and putting them together. So this campaign is 8 days old. It's made $20. It's time to increase the bid amount. So we're actually going to click on the ad group here. See if I can show you highlighted. We're going to go into this actual ad group to do more optimization and analyzing. Okay, so here's the 52 books, and I have even put these, I clicked on the order. I've only sold 2. So to me, like this is not enough to scale. I definitely want to do more. Okay, so what I typically do next when I see that I've made 2 sales, I'll go over to my targets. And when I click on targets, this is where we're able to divvy up 4 different kind of algorithms is the way that I think about it. Okay, let's look at the cost per click. If we click on it, we can add it, cost per click. Okay, so 9 cents. So that's great because, we want to make these profitable. But right now I have my ACoS up at 11 and I've only gotten 2 sales. So because of Christmas, I'm going to increase the bid amount. And I'm still very, very conservative when it comes to this. So actually, and let me move my highlights so you can see this better. Thanks for being patient with me as I show my screen and I'm learning a software that gives me a little bit of privacy. Okay, so you can see here, I'm going to increase my bid amount. I want to do 13 cents because you guys are here. I'm going to do 15. Like I'm just going to go a little bit more, okay? In previous videos, I'm going to hit OK. Okay, so now it's going to, after 7 days, I've increased the bid amount. Let me show you something here, the history of the targets, because that can help you know how fast or slow you're actually selling. Okay, so when I've hit record, when I hit that history button on the left-hand side, it has a recording, a history of all the things that I do in my account. So you can see here that it will keep track of when I actually raise the bid amount, okay? So that's an important step. Now, in previous videos, some of you have asked to see where search terms are. Now, mind you, I've only spent 47 cents. So let's pop over to search terms and see what it says. Okay, it's pulling up some books that I want to keep private and some keywords that match my book. So I'm going to keep those private just for the success of the book. But what I want you to see here is that it says that there's 5 total customer search terms. 2 of them are books and 3 of them are keywords. The 2 books that come up I do not own, but I am competing with those books. So those books were shown to the customer, and then my book, because I was running ads, was shown to these books. They each got 1 click, but no sell. Then we go down to the 3rd line. This is a keyword that a customer typed in and my book was shown. The customer clicked on it, but did not buy it. I was charged 6 cents for that, okay? The next 2 lines, people clicked in ideas to buy and they clicked on my books and they bought them. And because my books are very, very close to these search terms, you can see my ACoS is 1%. You can see 1 click and they purchased, okay? So when we talk about like having profitable books and reverse engineering, this is the whole reason, because if I can get books if I can get a sell off 1 click, like that's 100% conversion. That's wild. So it's time to increase the bid amount of these. So from this quick training of how to find search terms, let me know what other questions you have. Pardon me, these ad videos take me a little bit longer to record just for privacy, but I think it's important that you understand the whole journey of how I have sold, 250. Let's actually look at the total at the time of this recording. Here is the lifetime. This is where we are like scaling from 258,000. Okay, so every day I'm going in, I'm looking at this data to make sure everything's okay. Now, if I were to get a lot of clicks under the ad group and it was too expensive, it was raising the ACoS, then I would turn them off. I would turn off those targets, okay? Let me know what questions you have. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being patient with me. Love you. See you in the next video.